So let's define some words, let's do some vocabulary, and let's solve more problems. So a linear system is represented by two equations or lines. Okay? You can't have a system without having two equations. Okay? The point of interest, how do what do I write for point of interest? POI of lines is that of a linear system of equations. What? What do we call? What do we call the point of intersection? Something that starts with an S. Is the solution. Okay? So this is your solution. This is your answer. This is how you solve for it. The POI coordinates, because remember x and y are represented, they are coordinates of the point. We'll make each equation true, or we'll make it like we'll make it true. So that means the left side will equal the right side when the x and y values are substituted into each equation. Which means, if I actually go back to the previous question, and I plug in the -2 for x, and the -1 for y, I'm going to get left side equals to the right side. Same thing if I plug in -2 for x in the second equation and -1 for y in the second equation. I'm going to show you. You guys don't have to write this. But let's say if I plug in -2 in for x and -1 for y, take 2 times -2, that's -4 plus 3 plus -4 plus 3. -1. So my left side equal my right side. Which means that my point is really my point. It's my point of intersection. Same thing if I plug in that -2 and -1 in the second equation. I'm going to get exactly the same results. I'm going to get left side equals to my right side. That's all. Right, so all what I did is I plugged in -2 for x, -1 for y. So let's do the math. Negative times negative gives me, so that's +2 minus 3. What's +2 minus 3? My left side equals my right side, correct? Yes? Okay, so what I just told you, that the POI coordinates will make each equation true when the x, y values are substituted into each equation, I just proved it to you. Right? What I just said right here. So, you can check to see if the solution is correct by substituting the solution back into your equations to see if the left side of the equation equals the right side. So checking the solution, unless I ask you specifically to check your solution, you don't have to do it. You can do it for your own purpose, for your own checking, but you don't have to do it for me unless I ask you to check it for me. Okay? Now, there are 3 ways that we can find solution for linear system. Okay? So what's the first way that we explored already? Graph. Right? So that's one way. There's 2 other ways that we're going to talk about, but not today. Okay? We're going to talk about them either at the end of this week, like Thursday, and then maybe when we come back. Okay? So, one of them is graphing. Then we have also substitution. And we have elimination. Okay? So these are the 3 ways that we're going to use to solve our linear system. But as I said, today we're only going to explore graphing. Now, are we okay with this so far? Okay. So the next question is asking you to solve each linear system graphically. So you have to graph them, find a point of intersection. But I tell you also, remember to rearrange the equations, if necessary, into the y equals mx plus b form. Right? Because can I graph using this form? Is it easy to graph using this form? It's not. Right? Y equals mx plus b form is easy to graph. So let's look at this. So my first equation is x plus y equals 6. Is it in y equals mx plus b form? No. So what do I have to do? Leave y by itself. And that means I have to bring the x over, and what does it become when I bring it over? Negative. So I have negative x plus 6. Good. Now it's y equals mx plus b. What's my y-intercept? What's my slope? Negative 1. Negative 1. Remember the slope is a number. It's not a variable. Okay? So it's negative 1. Good. Do you guys want to graph this first? Let's graph this first. So this is where my y-intercept is. It's a plus 6. What do I have to do? Down 1 over 1. Because my slope is negative 1, which means negative 1 over 1. So down 1 over 1. And keep going, right? Down 1 over 1. Come on. Down 1 over 1. Down 1. Until there is no more room. How about my second equation? Is it in y equals mx plus b form? No. So again, I have to do the same thing. So what do? Negative y equals negative 2x. Since I have a 0, 0 doesn't make any difference, right? So I can eliminate it. I can just get it. Now, is that it or no? What do I have to do? I have to divide by negative 1, right? Because I have a negative 1 here that I don't want. So I have to divide by negative 1. So I get y equals 2x. Do we understand that? Good. So what's my y-intercept here? It's 0. We do have one, but it's 0. Okay? Because I can put plus 0 here. Would that make you believe me? Yeah? So y-intercept here is 0. Now, what is my slope? 2. That means what? Up 2 over 1. Do you see my my point of intersection, I mean? So where's your POI? What's the POI?
X 2 y 4.
2, 4, brackets. Now, question for you guys. How are you differentiating between your lines? How am I differentiating between my lines? Different colors, right? This one is in blue, so I drew it in blue. The other one is in red, so I drew it in red. How are you differentiating between your points, your lines? What are you doing? Someone, huh? Labeling, right? So what you can do, you can actually label them. So write y equals 2x, right? And then for this one, you can write y equals negative x plus 6. You must label your lines. You're not going to use different colors. You must label your lines, okay? Or you can do this. You can say this is 1, and this is 2, right? And then just put 1 right here and 2 right here, okay? As long as a way for me to know. You want to highlight one of them, you want to use a black pen for one and a pencil for the other one, doesn't matter, as long as I can see the difference between the two. Are you guys okay with this? If you don't know how to graph a line from last chapter, that means we have a problem here. Now, I'm asking you specifically for this one to check the solution, okay? So that means I have to take my point, and I have to plug it into each one of them. And I have to make sure that my left side is equal to my right side. I always tell my students, go back to your original. Don't use the ones that you have moved around. Just in case you made a mistake, then you will catch up with your mistake. You will understand that you have made a mistake, right? So instead of plugging in the 2 and 4 in here, right? In here, we're gonna plug them in our originals. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So for equation number 1, I'm gonna use the original. So I have 2 plus 4 equals, you know what? Let me write this. X plus y equals 6. 2 is x. 4 is y. 6. Left side equals I'm using my second equation, so I'm using 2x minus y equals 0. For x, I'm plugging in 2, so 2 times 2 minus 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So left side equals right side?
Yeah.
So my solution is checked. So since the left side equals right side, the solution to the system is 2. Okay, so start working on the next question. I'm gonna just save this and I'm just gonna do something with you. So, what I'm going to do with you quickly here is I'm just going to rearrange whatever needs to be rearranged, and then you guys are going to graph, okay? And you're going to find a solution and you're going to do the rest, okay? So let's start with the first one. Does my first example, so y equals x plus 3, does it need to be rearranged? No. How about the second one?
Yes.
So how would I rearrange that? Yeah?
Negative 3x.
Mm-hmm. Minus 1. Right? Bring this over, it becomes a negative 3x. Bring this over, it becomes a negative. Done. Okay? Let's keep going for the other examples, and I'll give you guys time to work on this, okay? How about example number 3, the first equation? Do I need to rearrange that? What would it be? What do I have to move over? The negative 3x, right? Remember, I always have to keep the y on one side. So I have to move over the negative 3x. What does it become? 3x, right? Positive, and then plus 12. Good. Am I done?
No.
So what do I have to do?
Move 2 over.
Divide by 2. So divide by 2 each term. Can I simplify 3 over 2?
No.
No, I have to leave it. Can I simplify 12 over 2?
Yes.
What does it become? Okay? So that means you have to use this equation to graph. Remember, guys, this is the same thing as this. Okay? How about this one? Negative x plus 4y equals 4. What do I have to move over?
Oh, what's that?
I have to move over the negative x. What does it become? Positive x, right? And then plus. Am I done?
No.
So, I have to divide each term by 4. So that's 1 over 4x, right? 1. Why did I write the 1 here? Why did I write the 1? Do I have to write it? Do I have to write 1x over 4? I don't have to. Why am I writing it though? Huh? So you know that the slope is 1 over 4, right? So I know that I'm going up 1 over 4, okay? Just for that reason, right? Because the slope means you go up, over. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna let you graph the first 2 questions, find the solution, check your answer, try the last example because I want to see if you know how to move things around. Okay? Then we'll check the answer in a bit.